Hello and good morning, everybody. This is Monica from Earthwise, and I would love to come to you today to discuss a few points, a few things that we have become aware lately. If you did not listen up to now to Cliff High, I highly recommend you to listen to Cliff High, who has a detailed analysis of the whole situation that is going on right now. And the first statement I would like to make is that everything that you have heard from the mainstream media, from all the politicians, it's all is a lie. And please be prepared that everything you ever heard about human history, where we come from, about our ancestors, it's all a lie. And just be prepared that your world is being completely deconstructed right now. But actually, this is a very good thing. We have been lied to, and we're still being lied to each and every day. So I urge you to please turn off your televisions. If you can, just throw them out somewhere. Get detached and establish some new habits. Even think about using your smartphone not so often anymore. These are actually really devices designed to really disturb your electromagnetic field and your brain waves. And it's all designed to be used by this big propaganda machine. Cliff High is talking about that we are at war with the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, taking over the whole world, taking over America. And but always consider that a body, organic mechanism or whatever, state or people or anything that has a plant, even a tree, it can only be taken over if it has got weak. So I encourage you to have a deep look at the areas of your life where you are not in your own power. This is the age of individuation, the Aquarian age. It's not about collectivism. This old paradigm and all the propaganda is all still designed to hold you in this collectivism. And you can see that wonderfully showing up in China, you know, these armies marching under one leader, under one whoever it is. But definitely there's no God, there's no belief in a higher realm. It's all for one emperor or whatever is on top, marching to keep that dynasty alive, and this also absolutely merciless and not honoring life and motherhood and human beings at all. So be aware of these areas in your life. There's still this natural law is still valid for every structure, for every power structure on the earth. And these guys might have forgotten about all this in their arrogance and total psychotic. This is a absolute disease that has taken over the planet right now. So please take care of your own personal life. Take care of your inner psyche. Clean out everything that still needs to be released. If anyone on the outside world, may it be through the media, may it be through your friends surrounding you, may it be through anything, if you still have triggers, there's still a sign that you still have to dissolve trauma in your life. And it's about time to clean out your own house so that you become a clean and clear vessel for this divine and pure God light, the Christ consciousness. You see especially in America, the Patriot movement, there's a strong renaissance of the believers, and the faith is strengthening. And using the Bible as the word of God to really affirm every day that the light wins, God wins always. And I want to encourage you, the mass media and all the criminal leaders on the planet, they're ramping up. They're ramping up the narrative. They want to scare you to death. But please take a close look at the areas of your life. Where are you still afraid? And get rid of these fears. Clear out your fears and go into trust. There's a higher plan. There is a bigger plan, however you want to call it. Trust in that and don't get caught up into the drama, what they want you to believe. You will soon see that the mass media, the propaganda machine of this evil cabal is soon going to be destroyed. And people are going to walk over, they're just going to walk away. They will know that if the truth is unveiled, and it will very, very soon, they will just turn their back on these institutions. They will turn their backs forever on the mainstream media. And I hope they all throw the television down, dump them down somewhere and get them in your garage. Just, you have it all in your hand. You have that steering wheel in your hand, and you have that remote control. You have it in your hand. Your mind, your sanity, what you put into your body. People who still line up to get a free vaccination now, and it comes along with a free donut or along with some McDonald's stuff. If you still think, or even, yeah, I don't think that these people are conscious at all. God bless their souls. But this is still, yeah, still sometimes unbelievable for me that there are still people in the 21st century who put up with that, all this nonsense. And this has come to a degree where you see, you know, as it says in the Tao Te King, the folk can only be as strong as the leaders on top. And all the leaders right now, they are deeply, deeply involved in all kinds of really crazy things. I don't want to go into this right now, but this is very, very dangerous. So take it in your own hands. And I want to mention the third point that's very disturbing for me to see, but I expected that in a way. I hear more and more people only in 1 week in our little community here in Virginia. There's more and more people with serious heart clot conditions after getting the second shot, and they suffer terribly. So please, I urge you, do not get that vaccine. No further shot, please. Learn from what other people suffered. I heard lately some numbers which are pretty encouraging. 15 million people who got the first shot are not showing up for the second because they already had serious side effects. And so please, I urge you, do not get any more shots. These are bioweapons. They were designed from China in the Wuhan lab to kill the Western civilizations. And they've done a pretty good job, but not as good as they planned. And I'm very sure that God's wrath will be amazing. So I'm very confident, and I don't want to scare anybody, but please be aware what we are up against. And I urge you to do not get any more vaccines, and have the courage. If you come into a situation where there's a discussion flaring up, have the courage to speak your truth from your heart. I lately had an interesting situation. Somebody invited me to teach yoga for retreats for people, for women. And the woman herself makes it mandatory that everybody has a vaccine, to show up your vaccine passports, to participate in the retreats. And I said, thank you, but I'm not going to participate in anything that has anything to do with this. And if you really want to come from a place of real healing, true healing, you're not participating in this killing game. So these are just a few thoughts for today, and you might feel there's a really big cloud hanging over everything. Get prepared. We're going to be faced with a lot of deaths of loved ones and who unfortunately put their trust into the system and who made us turn into some crazy conspiracy theorists. My own daughter called me like that, and I'm very saddened and heartbroken. But at one point, we also have to overcome that and let go of our attachments to our family members who have chosen a different path. And that is all that is. Please, I know there's a lot of mothers out there who are struggling terribly with all these issues, families departing, and so on. This is also part of the game, divide and conquer, but conquer yourself. This is the most important thing right now. And I know it's not easy to do, but please conquer yourself, conquer your mind, get sane and learn to discern. And there's another thing that I would highly recommend in the next month, not to show up at any protests, any more people showing up together in the streets. I encourage you to meet up in a smaller scale, surround yourself with, if it's only 3 or 4 people that you can really, really trust, and this is very hard in these times. Surround yourself with some people that you trust and have these one-on-one conversations and meet up, but never in big groups, never in riots or protests or this is really not the time. This is very dangerous right now, and please keep it private right now. But meet up with people, just the old-fashioned coming together for a cup of coffee and have a conversation one-on-one. And this is very, very encouraging right now to be with some people that you really trust. I continue to do my little yoga class once a week on our porch, on our deck. And this is very encouraging for all of us to just have a place where we can go to once a week, where we can trust and be ourselves. And I wish you all the strength and all the courage to go through this time. And sending all my prayers for all those who are struggling right now with their health and have to go through some really, really troubling times. And I hope you can be the bridge over troubled water. And we have to be strong. I'm actually trained in Kundalini Yoga, and years ago in 2005, 2006, I learned already that Kundalini Yoga is the technique to help you through this time. And at this time, I had no idea what would come upon us, but I have a picture now, and I encourage you to have a daily spiritual practice, something that brings you into contact with your true core inner self, with the truth. We have that Sat Nam, which we actually have chanting every day. Sat Nam reminds you that truth is your name, truth is your identity, truth is where you come from, and truth is that you are an infinite soul and comes from the divine source. Everything we see unfolding now is the end of an area. This is the end of the Kali Yuga, and it's a dark age, but we already see the light at the end of the tunnel. Have patience, have courage, have strength, and please transform everything that you still need to transform in your own inner world, in the outer world, and surround yourself by people who support you and that you can support, and build up strong local communities. Come together and don't put up with any BS that's sent upon you. These are challenging times, but we can make it through this. And I wish you an amazing day wherever you are. And stay in your heart, stay in your loving presence. Don't allow yourself to be attacked and to be persuaded into any acts of violence right now. This is what the other end wants. They want to push, push, push to get people to take their guns and to get violence so that they can start a civil war. And this cannot be in our interest. We have to come from the heart. We have to be the spiritual warriors of light and truth that we are. And just stay in your truth. Stay centered, stay grounded, and have a spiritual practice that you always brings you back to the present moment. And I'm sending you love from our place, from my heart to your heart. And make it through this time with love and with confidence. Bye bye for now. I see you again soon. Bye bye.